I literally wear every single hat as all the entrepreneurs do. I'm the founder, I'm the delivery gal, I'm the customer service, I am the marketing manager, I'm our sales. I mean, but at the end of the day, I wanted to grow, right? And I need talented people. And for me, I told my team, I want you guys to be proud of what you do here because we're not sales, we're consultants. We're helping people to really understand the plant and also help them to get to their better place.
Welcome to the KayaCast podcast, presented by Kaya Push, the cannabis software making people management easy. The KayaCast is all about helping cannabis retailers launch, grow, and scale their business. I'm your host, Tom Mulhern, and I want to invite you to join us each week for conversations with thought leaders in the cannabis industry about their experience and expertise of working in the cannabis. One of the best things about going to conferences and conventions like MJ BizCon is meeting amazing people, running into complete strangers who become fast friends. And when I was at MJ BizCon, I met an amazing entrepreneur named Weiwei Fellman, and she is from Fargo, North Dakota, and she has a CBD company called Kota Botanics. And I met Weiwei when we were just waiting outside of the podcast recording area, and I started talking to her, and she had an amazing story, and I said, stop, we're going to go in the studio, we're going to record. I want to share your experience of launching a CBD business in such a difficult area as Fargo. And so this is my conversation. I had no preparation for this. I just jumped in and just went wherever Weiwei led me. And, we had a fantastic conversation. So let's jump right into the show. My conversation with Weiwei Fellman from Kota Botanics.
My name is Weiwei Fellman. I was born and raised in China. I moved to Fargo, North Dakota from Beijing in 2009 because I met my husband in Beijing in 2004. We both worked there. He's from Fargo. We were introduced by a Canadian gentleman who's my dear friend. So that's how I landed in Fargo. In 2019, I launched my own hemp CBD business called Kota Botanics because I was suffering PTSD, high anxiety. I just needed some relief, and then CBD just started bubbling in the news as it's anti-anxiety, anti-PTSD. So started initially doing some research and bought my first product, used it, loved it, and then I realized in our community more people need that help. So I started brick and mortar in Fargo right before pandemic happened. And now not only we survived the pandemic, we're also thriving. Just opened our second location in Minneapolis area.
Okay.
We are the largest premium hemp CBD distributor or retailer and wholesaler in Midwest. We carry 15 brands, 148 different types of products, so we're pretty big.
Now, being in North Dakota,
yes,
you guys just had those votes, the midterm elections.
I know.
I was like, come on, North Dakota,
You
we
were?
got this.
Oh my gosh,
I'm from Canada,
right,
so
yes.
I was like, you're basically Canada. So how did it feel being a retailer in North Dakota,
Yes.
knowing that the state said no?
I'm all for it. For me, cannabis is medicine, just like CBD.
Sure.
We have a lot of users, customers, our senior citizens, they're just so struggling with pain, a lot of issues. So this is really a plant medicine. For me, I said we should vote for that. But then I did tell them it'll be a miracle if the state really passed it. However, I can tell you is this time we had more voters actually said yes than the last time we tried. So hopefully, because this time I think 45% said yay. So hopefully next term we'll have 55% say yay, or even 51%. That'd be great. So for me, I don't see cannabis as a threat because I do believe there are a lot of people use CBD. They're not a cannabis user. They don't want to get euphoria, the high, but they just wanted the relief for helping them managing stress, promoting sleep, and just overall, holistic health. I think whoever is a CBD user, they will continue to be a CBD user. So we're really not competing with cannabis.
No.
We're part of cannabis, and we will always have a market for it, have a demand for it. So that's why for us, like, we don't call us a dispensary. We are really a CBD lifestyle boutique. If you
Okay.
look at us online, we have beautiful stores. That's how when I initially started it, because I wanted to create a very welcoming environment, comfortable for customers to come in, to shop. A lot of our customers are senior citizens.
Okay.
They don't like to be seen go to a CBD, like a vape shop or cigarette store to buy CBD, which why we created that environment very warm for them and really spend a lot of time educating them.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
I'm interested, coming from an Asian culture.
Yes.
So I work for a company, Kaya Push, and our company is owned, it started by three high school friends in Vancouver that all have Asian heritage. And I know that there's a huge stigma in the Asian community.
Absolutely.
And there's a huge need for Asian-owned businesses.
Yes.
Like looking at some of the social equity stuff, obviously there's a large percentage of white-owned businesses, and then black and brown-owned businesses. But Asian community actually is 2% of cannabis-owned businesses are Asian heritage. So how have you kind of worked to overcome that stigma?
Great question. Right now, because where I am, our population is really dominated by Caucasian, so that's my reality. So right now, our main focus is to servicing those clients. But we do have growing Asian population in our area in Midwest, North Dakota, Minnesota. So my plans next year is to, first of all, start educating part in the Chinese community because I'm bilingual, so I can explain to them what is this, how does it work for us by hosting some events, inviting them over and educating them in our native language to put it easier for them to understand. And also we do have plans to translate our e-commerce site to add a separate site to, in Chinese language, so that they can read that and really understand what this is about. It is a long process. It's not going to be overnight. Everybody is like, oh yeah, now we're happy, to support a CBD business.
Yeah.
It is stigmatized deeply. I have to do a lot of education, put myself out there and just really let them understand it is a plant-based medicine. You don't have to be scared. It's legal. You're not going to be arrested. And I'm actually partnering with Asian Cannabis Roundtable, which is a nonprofit organization based in New York City. We are planning to form that association to really hopefully get more attention from our Asian economy, like a business community. And with that support, as Asian, we're not only just own restaurants, right? We own dispensaries. We also own CBD business in Fargo, which is, it's fascinating to see that transition.
So how did you grow that business from that idea, in such a place as Fargo, North Dakota?
Yes. So initially, I know exactly what my vision was based on my shopping experience with other CBD business in town. So I know absolutely I need to have a brick and mortar. And my husband was very against it because he thought the overhead cost was way too much. He was like, you should just do online. But for me, I was like, as a CBD consumer or buyer, I need to go see it.
Yeah.
I need to go talk to the people who work at the store. So help me find the right product that will work for me. And on top of that, I need to sample the product. I cannot go to somewhere trying to buy an oil tincture and you tell me, oh, it tastes like passion fruit or passion flower. I don't know what it tastes like. That's what we have been very proud of, is we pulled out samples for every product. So if you want to try the oil tinctures, you can try a little bit, try gummies, try beauty products, even just, everything. If you want to try, you try it. And on top of that, we also launched our e-commerce site at the same time, which turned out is a great strategy because we opened our shop in December 2019. Pandemic hit. And literally there's no cars driving on the busy street where we are at. But people were able to order online. So I literally start picking up orders and go do delivery. That's just a really right strategy we put in place. Because I didn't know there would be a pandemic, but I wanted to ease give the convenience to our customers. If they already shopped with us, they just want to order online and then they can come pick it up in our store. But because of pandemic, so we're just like, don't worry, we'll deliver to you for free. So I did a lot of delivery during that time.
How did you manage all that? Like from delivery to e-commerce, what did you use to do that? Did you just kind of put together pieces?
You know, you learn from your every step you took, right?
Yeah.
We're a small business. We don't have a lot of marketing budget or operational budget. So you really just start from the very basic, have an e-commerce shop, work with the payment processor. And then, you know, I literally wear every single hat as all the entrepreneurs do. I'm the founder, I'm the delivery gal, I'm the customer service, I am the marketing manager, you know, I'm our sales. I mean,
You do it all.
but down the road, we just hired 3 more people to our
Okay.
team now, so which I'm super proud of. At the end of the day, I wanted to grow, right? And I need talented people. And for me, I told my team, you know, I want you guys to be proud of what you do here because we're not sales, we're consultants. We're helping people to really understand the plant and also help them to get to their better place. So Kota Botanics, that's my business name. Kota is not an English word, but in Japanese, it means longevity and happiness, which is what I fully believe that with the help of the cannabis or hemp, you know, people will get more happiness out of that. Because when you struggle with anxiety or pain, you cannot relax. You know, your life quality is just not right there. So I do believe there is a way. This is just one of the way for people to get relief, right?
Yeah.
You still got to see your mental health counselor if you need to. It's just an extra tool for you to feel better every day. So that's what we're very proud of, you know, provide really great products, huge selection of products, and also the top-notch services to our customers. That's why when you look at online, we get most 5-star review.
Oh, that's so cool. And I'm so like inspired by you as
Thank
like
you.
strong woman entrepreneur. Like, you know, I say you go for it.
Thank you, Tom.
I love that. I love hearing your story.
Thank you.
Now, what have you found as a big roadblock that you found a way to kind of overcome?
Wow, that's such a great question. Because I literally yesterday I met so many women founders in this business. We all share the same level of pain.
Yeah.
You know, you're facing different levels of regulations from the federal government to state government, city government. On top of that, you cannot banking issues, which for us is easier than cannabis because we do hemp. But still, you know, you are walking on the thin ice. You know, you have to really behave yourself, not to make any claims on any sort of platform. And I mean, it's just because it's such a stigmatized area, the stigma really put this industry facing a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
You know, when we go out, try to network with people, the second you brought us, I'm a hemp business or CBD business, you immediately can tell their faces go, okay, you know, should I continue the conversation with you or not? You know, that's why for me, I think I treat it as an opportunity. If you don't know about CBD, let me talk to you about it because I know everything about it. And then after a conversation, they felt like, oh, wow, that's actually very interesting. Let's have more talks. You know, of course, for us, small business, we always struggle with, but then just really, you have to have the tenacity and patience and just really stay positive because we do have frustrating moments. I'm not gonna lie. It's not every day is glamorous, you know. But when that happened, I always remember my why. Why did I start this business? Is because I wanted to help people. I helped myself with the CBD, and I saw the help that our customers got from that. So that's just so rewarding. No matter how challenging we're facing, I know I'm helping people, and I know they trust me helping them.
It's so interesting that you've built this company out of, you know, nothing, and you now have a business that's helping you with your, you know, your family provide an income.
Yeah.
You're also providing jobs. You're providing education to the
Yes.
people of Fargo, North Dakota.
Yes.
Obviously, they still need a lot of education, normalization, and all of that. And I think that's what's going to shift that paradigm.
I do believe that, you know, in this business, whether you're hemp or you're cannabis, we are all in this together. That's why I feel like so empowered when I come to an event like this, meet similar-minded people like yourself and other lady founders, and they just really know we're in this together. Get rid of the stigma about cannabis or hemp and really provide a better life quality to people. It's nothing evil about that, and we should not fear to talk about it, because I think the most frustrating thing is like you fear what you don't know.
Exactly.
Right?
That was like the phrase that was just in my head, is that fear comes from not knowing, not understanding. And I know I have people in my family who don't understand what I do, and you probably as well
Oh, yeah.
have family that's
My
like,
father-in-law, who's a retired dentist in Fargo, so he's very well connected. You know, when I first brought this idea to my family and say, hey, I'm starting a CBD business, I remember the first thing he said to me, not congratulations, I'm so proud of you, but is that legal? Are you
what are you doing with your
like,
life?
what are you thinking? I would not ruin your reputation. This is
Yeah.
totally legal. So I had to explain to him. But now he's transitioned into one of my biggest advocates because
that's so
he
good.
suffered strokes 6 years ago, and I gave him a CBD gummy, and then he felt the difference and started using tinctures, topicals, and he told all of his friends to come to see me.
Yeah.
So that's really, really nice of him doing that.
I think that's what changes people's minds is when
Yes.
they experience something, when they experience that the benefits of CBD or cannabis or
Yes.
THC, it removes that fear. So I think what you're doing is so important.
Thank
You know,
you.
you've been through the process.
Yes.
What advice would you give to someone that's like, okay, maybe I want to start a business similar to what you've done?
I would say number one advice I would give to folks out there who want to start your own business is understand who your customers are. I mean, yes, we want to sell CBD to everybody, right? But you have to have a very strong supportive group for you.
Yeah.
For us, our primary clients are senior citizens. And then moms like myself in their late 30s dealing with a lot of stress. So those are our customers. For us, we know senior citizens love to shop in person.
Yeah.
So that's why we started the brick and mortar and also provide the e-commerce just to give them another platform to shop with. But definitely understand your clientele first.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
all about the connection. A lot of people, media, including, they were saying retail is dying. I disagree. I truly believe that retail has become so specific. If you are in a niche business like this, the retail is gonna be there. There's only so much you can do through online business. But when you have a brick and mortar representation, that's your reputation. Whatever you're saying out there, you're selling out there, it's you. So, people will trust you and they will always come back to you and bring their friends, bring their families to see you. So that's what we're seeing. That's why I'm so glad that I went against my husband's advice, just open a brick and mortar.
Yeah. So how can people find out about you? Like maybe they're sitting in Fargo, North Dakota looking for CBD,
yes.
or people that are inspired and they're
Yep.
like, hey, this is a boss lady. I gotta support what she's doing.
Thank you. Yeah, so we have people can find us online, kotabotanics.com, or they can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, just search Kota Botanics. And also they can email us at info@kotabotanics.com if they
Yeah.
wanted to have a further conversation. Happy to help whatever I can just to, keep the industry revolution going, keep
That's
marching.
Well, thank you so much for jumping in here. We're
Yes.
like outside. Let's chat.
Thank you for letting me grabbing you. You're just like, who is this lady?
Oh no, it's so good. It was so great to meet you and hear
Thank
your
you.
story. And
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd encourage everyone to go check out Kota Botanics.
Thank you,
And we'll
Tom.
have links in the bio so
Yes.
people can connect with you.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you so
right,
much.
To think of the struggle that Weiwei has gone through to launch the store is really compelling. Moving from China and overcoming some of those stigmas around cannabis and to be where she now has this amazing in-store experience for her customers that are walking in. And she's trying to normalize the shopping experience, especially for some of her elderly customers. That was a huge encouragement to me as I think through, the design and the experience that customers are having when they walk into a dispensary. You need to reflect the customers that are walking in. Your brand, your feel of your store needs to reflect who's coming there and who's shopping and make it normal for them to walk in. And so again, I want to thank Weiwei and the crew over at Kota Botanics. Make sure you check out their website. And if you live in Fargo, North Dakota, then you gotta go over and check out her store, or you can shop online if you live in the area. Speaking of online, make sure you go and head over to kayacast.fm to check out episodes of the show, to check out what's happening and where we're headed in 2023. We've got some amazing amazing interviews coming out in the new year. And I cannot wait to release some of the conversations that I've had with cannabis influencers, cannabis business owners. And, it's been an amazing few months that we've been doing the podcast here, but I'm so excited for what's coming next. If you have a chance, also go and leave a review for the podcast, because that really helps us know what we're doing right, where we need to pivot. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share these stories every single week. Thanks for listening to the KayaCast podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite podcast app, or visit our website at kayacast.fm to learn more about our guests and to access the full archive of episodes of the show. We can't wait to share more stories with you each week of cannabis retailers launching, growing, and scaling their business.